Hey everybody, welcome to the tower. I hope you're having a great day and a good time, but if you're not, you've come to the right place. Not sure how you found this channel, but I'm glad you're here. Let's see if we can figure out what your tower moment's going to be today. So what do we do here is we draw two cards from the major arcana deck, just like this, to find out your overall tower moment energy. Then we clarify it. We go 3, 2, and 3, and then we flip over both decks to see what the last card says to tie all this together. So now all these messages are timeless whenever you're watching. This is when the universe wanted you to see it, and there are no star signs. Everybody gets to play. If this doesn't resonate with you at all, if it's just you're watching it and you're about halfway through and you're like, bro, this isn't me, sorry, that's totally cool. I don't mind. It's not like you're going to hurt my feelings or anything. But what I would ask you to do is, before you leave, I think you're here for a reason, so I'd ask you to go back to the video section and scroll down a little bit, and maybe you'll find a message, a title or some kind of video that pulls you in and says, yeah, this is the one that you were here for. And if you don't, that's fine too. Sometimes things just don't resonate. But I hope you find the help you need somewhere, all right? If not here, somewhere else. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's get started. I like to ramble on in the beginning a little bit. I know. But you got to do it, right? YouTube-y stuff. Okay, now the Hierophant on this side of the tower is basically a lesson not learned. I'm not sure what's going on here, but you haven't learned a lesson, but I'm not sure why you haven't learned a lesson. We're going to clarify that in a minute. But something is just not clicking, and that's going to lead to your tower moment, and I think you've been here before. And now that leads to the Sun card. So this is like the light bulb moment. And if I were to stop this reading right now, it would say like, you get into a situation you've been in before, and this time you do the same thing over and over again, but this time the solution clicks, and you're like, oh, I get what I was doing wrong now. I figured it out, and that's the tower moment, and then the Sun comes out and says, happy times for forever. Now that you've solved this problem, we can move on to something else. I don't know what's going on, though, but we will see. Maybe someone's keeping you in this thing. Maybe you're learning something the hard way. I don't know. Anyway, Knight of Cups, 8. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, this makes sense because basically this is the energy of when you're trying things, you're putting too much energy into things and you're committing to them too quick. Okay, you feel guilty about leaving something, and I get that. I feel it. I know what that means. But it's okay to say no, it's okay to quit. And you have put too much energy into things that you just don't like. Have you ever done that before? Like you will spend months, days, months, years even into a project, and then you're just like, why am I doing this? I don't even like this. I'm just drained and beaten down by the end. And it can be anything. It can be something from like a game that you just play because your friends play it and you don't even like the game, but you're playing it because they like it. You're on the team and you're like, okay, whatever, I'll play. All right? And then you just kind of ask yourself, why am I doing this? Or maybe it's a job, but it is something that you have put a whole lot of energy in and you shouldn't have. You should have quit a long time ago, but you haven't. And you've done this many times in your life. This is a pattern. This is something that repeats in your life. You go all in way too hard on things that you should probably take a second thought to. Anyway, that leads to your tower moment, which will be the seven of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So this is the energy that's saying, yeah, this isn't what you wanted. This thing is moving past your boundaries because of guilt. You feel guilted into things. You feel guilty if you quit things. You don't want to be that person who just says no. It's okay to say no, but you feel like I can't do that because people are depending on me even though I don't like the situation. And I get it. I really do. You don't like to let people down. And that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. But at the same time, you're hurting yourself. You got to have a nice, careful balance, and you don't have that right now. There's no balance there. You're willing to do the thing that you hate to make other people happy on a whim. They'll say, hey, can you do this for me? Or you want to work here, you want to do this job, and you'll be like, okay, I better be the one that's dependable. How many of these people are the same way to you? Hmm? How many of them have ever done anything that you've asked them to do? Or have you ever asked anyone to do anything? Are you that I feel like you're that person that says, I'm always there for other people, but I never ask for anything from return. Right? Sun card. Ace of Swords. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Truth is, you're going to look back and you're going to regret a whole lot of your life. Now, I'm not going to say like you regret, things that you did, but you're going to regret wasting so much energy and time on other people's dreams. You in missions and dreams and things they wanted to do, you're going to regret wasting so much time when you could have been doing your own thing. Because if the situation was in reversed, this person would absolutely never, ever say yes to help you. They would always be busy. They would always have things to do. They would always be broke. They would always be gone that day. You know that because you've done that before. But you are always the one there for them, and they're never there for you. And this is the Sun card. You're going to realize that, and you're going to regret a lot of time wasted on these people who would never help you at all. And you're going to look back at it a lot, and the truth is going to hit you pretty hard. But I think you're going to learn your lesson. I think you're going to understand that you need to start saying no a lot more. Get your boundaries picked up. Be very decisive and selective on how we use our energy, because we only have so much mental energy in a day. We only have so much physical energy in a day. And we don't want to waste it on other people. Especially when there's nothing in it for you. It's all them. It's like, hey, can you help me move this 600-pound piano up 7 flights of steps? And you're like, well, okay. And then you do that. You get to the top of the steps after 6 hours of fighting the steps somehow. And then they're like, well, that's a job I never want to do again. Thanks for the help. See you later. No money, they don't even offer a beer or anything. It's just like, bye. Thanks for the help. So you need to take a break. The Four of Swords is right here. That's the top of the card. This is the energy of you need some you time. You need some time to recover. You need some time to chill. You need some video game time. You need some relaxed time. You need some reading time. You need whatever you need to do that you enjoy, and you need about a week of it. If people keep asking you to do things, this thing here, whatever they ask you to do, is going to snap that brain of yours into a new dimension, and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm just burning myself out because I'm always the reliable, the dependable, the one who never says no, the one who's always being there for everybody, and I get nothing in return except for pain, suffering, being drawn out of all of my energy, and, forgotten until they need something again. You only exist when they need something. That's you. And you're going to realize that pretty quick today, or whenever you're watching this. Death in the Hanged Man. Exactly what I've been saying this whole time. You need to stop being the yes man and look at things from a different perspective. Say, oh, well, you don't have to be greedy about it. Like, oh, what's in it for me? Ha. You don't have to be like that. But just be more assertive. If you do help people, if you do keep doing this, just be like, well, now you owe me, and make sure they don't forget it. Keep the balance fair. I mean, it's good to be balanced. It's good to not be that person who just helps, and never gets anything in return. All right? Don't be that person. Don't be that guy. Don't be that human being. Make sure you're getting your worth too, okay? All right, I'm going to show you the cards, and that'll be it for the day. Here we go. If you're still here at the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you who made it to the end. It's very hard to make it to the end of these videos because I know that statistics tell me that most of you click off about 75% of the video, and that's normal. I'm not mad at you for that, but if you did make it here, thank you so much. If you found any value in this at all, please hit the old subscribe button, totally free, takes a second. And I do try to upload every day so we can hang out, even if you don't need a tarot reading. Maybe you're just interested in what I say next. Who knows? All right. So Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you for being here. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.